welcome back to the Blessed and Beautiful podcast. I'm your host, Paighton Griffis, and it's going to be a great episode. So let's get started. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to your favorite podcast, Blessed and Beautiful. It's your favorite host, Paighton Griffis, and if you've been listening to the podcast since the very beginning, you know Laura Richardson. She was our very first guest.
I was.
And it's, unreal that she's here, almost a year later for such a fun conversation.
Because it was, Christmas time.
It was. And I've already been listening to Christmas music. Laura was at my house yesterday, and she was like, Paighton, turn the Christmas music off.
Turn it off.
I was like,
it's not even October yet. We are not getting into this. November is when Christmas starts.
So, yeah, she was a little done with me. So, Laura, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm 15. I go to LCHS with Paighton, and we're both sophomores.
And so last time Laura was on the podcast, which, again, she was my very first guest, I was a little unexperienced in the whole podcasting thing, but now we are, really...
Now she's done it. She's got a new location.
Yeah, we have a new setup. It's just amazing.
So I wanted to come back.
Yeah, I was like, Laura, do you want to come back on the podcast? And she's like, of
yes.
course. So today's conversation is going to be so fun, but if you missed the very first conversation we had with Laura about a year ago, we talked about friendships and how they affect your faith. That was such a good episode. It was it's an old one now, but such a good one. So if you haven't listened to it, go listen to it. But today's conversation is going to be about...
It's going to be a recap. And so what we've learned from the transition from freshman year to now our sophomore year.
Yes, because this podcast is directed towards teens. So if you are going into high school, or you're a sophomore, or you're a freshman.
Or even a junior, or a
senior. Or a junior or senior. This is a time to kind of look back on your high school years. And we're going to tell you our favorite things about high school, our least favorite things. But most importantly, the things that we've learned, in our faith and how much we've grown. But also we're going to tell you some really funny things that you need to know if you were in high school.
Some of them are hilarious.
They are.
We were laughing so much yesterday.
So let's get started. We both made a list, and so my first one is something that we talked about last episode with Addison Jones. We talked a lot about it. It's a small friend group versus a big friend group. A small friend group is so much better. We talked about how intimate it is and how much vulnerable you can be with your friends there, and just how much better it is for you to have that small group of people that you can trust rather than that big friend group. And that's the thing I've learned. You need to have a small, close circle with people that you can trust. What do you think about that?
I totally agree. I don't know, just big groups of people, it's so hard because there's one girl's talking about another girl and they're going behind each other's back, and then half of them split up because they're mad at the other person, and they group together. It's not a good idea.
It is not a good idea. So if you're in one of those big friend groups and it's working out, good for you. Yeah, good for you. But we cannot relate. We sit with two other people at lunch, and
we're happy with it.
Yes, and we're happy with it.
We're not longing for something else. It's really so nice to just have that group. I mean, you don't want to be by yourself, or because I know me and Paighton used to sit together. She would be out, I'd be and have to find someone else to go sit with. So it is nice to have a couple people, but you do not need a big group to be happy.
Yeah. The popularity just isn't there anymore. It was there for me freshman year, and Laura's going to talk about that in a minute. But, the popularity and, the people-pleasing aspect of it all, it was there for us in freshman year.
But it kind of, mellowed out.
It did. And that's just something that we both learned from, getting closer with God, is that God should be our main priority, not people-pleasing and stuff. So, go into talking about people-pleasing.
Okay, so into people-pleasing, you cannot please everyone. You can't. You can try, you can do whatever. Specifically this one girl, I tried so hard, to just get her to like me. I was almost, begging her, trying everything, and she just decided that she wanted to be hateful towards me. And, at the end of the day, you just gotta let it go.
You cannot please everyone, and that's the thing I've had to learn. I want everybody to like me, and I want everybody to think that I'm a good person, but also at the same time, you just cannot get everybody to like you. And at the end of the day, you've just got to accept that, because everybody's not always going to like you. Not everybody likes that I have a podcast, and that's okay with me, because I'm not doing it for them. I'm doing it to grow the kingdom of God, and I'm doing it for God.
Into everyone not liking Paighton's podcast, there are so many people who are just oh, everyone's starting a podcast. Like, why would she do that? There's so many people who hate on her.
Mhm.
And I am so proud of her. This girl, she gets here almost every single week. Not every single week. She's kind of been slacking a little bit.
Yeah.
But almost
I've
every
been sick
single
and stuff,
Monday,
though.
she
Excuses.
She, like, sets it up so that a guest sits down with her. Like, she's so active, and she's doing it all in the name for Jesus. And I'm so proud of her because she hasn't given up. So many people are, like, dissing her for it, and she's just over here being so positive about it.
You're gonna make me cry.
Like, I don't know. I'm just
Guys,
so
this is why I love her. This is why I love Laura. She's like literally like my hype girl. So you need a Laura in your life. You do not have a Laura in your life. You need to get one. You just cannot have mine.
I love my Paighton.
And I love my Laura. People just hate on my podcast, and last year I wanted everybody to like my podcast, and I was like, guys, you have to like it. And now I've realized this year some people don't like it, and that's okay with me. Like, I'm gonna keep on doing what I'm doing because it's not for the world. It's ultimately for God, and it is to grow the kingdom of God so more people can get into heaven and more people can learn about God. Now we have a fun one, and we both like shared a notes app list, and when I sent this to Laura and she was looking over, she goes, Peyton, what do you mean by this? And I put down, always bring cash with you.
Okay, I agree with it. Do you want to explain why?
Yes, I would love to explain why. We have vending machines at our school. We have all these different things like pep rallies and stuff sometimes. And they'll be selling stuff. Like, we have these things where people sell coffees and dirty sodas at lunch. And they sell cookies and like all this stuff.
Donuts.
Yeah,
everything.
so always bring cash with you. Like, I have learned this, but I don't put it in action because I never bring cash with me. So me and Laura are always like, do you have cash?
Yeah, we're always begging people. People do not like when you're around begging for cash, guys.
Yeah.
Just bring your own.
So yeah, bring your own cash. Do not forget that. Because if you don't, you're going to be stuck like me and Laura.
Even if it's $5.
Yeah.
Put it in your bag.
Yeah, just bring it. Because you never know when you're going to want to go to Starbucks after school, though, or something.
Yeah, I don't
like,
know what $5 could do at Starbucks.
Probably not. But always bring cash with you.
Okay, another thing that we love to do is we love to go to Starbucks to study.
Mm.
It's such a fun place. I know it's like the old-timey things, like everyone goes to Starbucks,
Yeah.
but it's fun.
Like,
it's quiet and it smells so good. It smells
It
like
does.
coffee beans.
We have our coffees in hand right now. So, like, Starbucks, please sponsor us. You will most definitely see us there because I am there at least 3 times a week. Studying my Bible, studying school stuff, whatever it is, or just having fun conversations with friends. Starbucks makes studying easier, though, because it's such a good environment. It's better than sitting at home, like, in your bed. For some reason.
You're, like, locked into it.
It gets you
Like,
way more
you're
focused.
like,
or just more, like, you just want to study
you're more,
more.
like, bound to do it.
Yeah. So, go to Starbucks, guys, and get you a good drink. And sit down and do Bible study or study for your classes, whatever it is. I promise it'll make it 10 times easier and way more fun. So something that I've learned, but I mean, I kind of already put this in practice in freshman year, but if you're a high schooler or a teenager, you need to do this because us teenagers need like 9 hours of sleep to function, guys. And y'all are over here getting 5 or 6.
This is why y'all are so moody.
Y'all
go to bed.
Y'all don't have the joy of the Lord because you were staying up till 2 a.m. playing video games and whatever. But not me and Laura. Me and Laura send our last text to each other at about 9:30 p.m.
and we're out.
Yeah, and then we are out. I like sometimes if I stay up a little bit later though, I'll call Laura. I called her at 10 o'clock the other night and she did not answer me. She woke up the next day and she said, Peyton, I was asleep. I go to bed at 9:30 like almost every night. I have a good night routine. I make sure I include God in it. I pray, I read my Bible, I listen to worship music while I'm getting ready for bed. But going to bed early is truly so good for your mental health and your physical health and your relationship with God because it like makes you all peaceful and stuff.
I want to add on also waking up early in the morning is good. Adding on to that though, waking up in the morning is even better. Like that's something for me because like some people have sports and so they can't really like they just get home, shower and go to bed. But in the morning, if you wake up at like 5:30, she was doing this for like 2 weeks and then she gave up on it. I think she's getting back into it.
Yeah, I gave up and then this week I've been sleeping in.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know. I'll just sit in bed and like wait there for like 30 minutes and then finally get up.
Yeah, same. Or I'll I have timer set or alarm set for every 5 minutes. And guys, I still don't get up. I hit stop. I don't even hit snooze anymore. I just hit stop. And I'm like, I'll get up when I get up. But
if you do have the self-control, it's really good to just wake up early because it makes me feel better. Like on the mornings I can get up at 5:30, get your Bible out, get you a nice latte.
Yeah, go on a walk.
It makes you so happy.
Like, it's so much easier. And putting your phone up in the morning, this is not even on the list, but putting your phone away in the morning is also good. I try not to get on mine in the morning, but I've kind of failed at that. But I promise y'all, this week, I'm going to be getting up at 5:30 again. I'm going to, like, make sure I get up.
I'll make sure she does.
Yeah, she'll make sure I do.
Next on our list is that comparison kills joy.
This is one that's a little hard for me, so I'm going to let Laura explain because she's the one that came up with this on the list, and I would like to hear her input on it, and I'm sure you guys do too.
So when you're walking around, like, I know this is really hard, but like there will be some days where I walk into that building and I'm confident, I feel amazing, my hair is good, my lashes look great. Then other days I'll walk in and I'll just feel like I look horrible.
Like, I feel like we all have those days where we just roll out of bed late and then we're like, we don't have time to get ready like we normally do. For me, I'm like a look good, feel good, do good person. So when I do wake up late and I do not have time to get ready, I'm like, oh, I just like, it like ruins the whole day.
But even with that, even if you get your hair is crazy, you don't have any makeup on, do not let that ruin your day. Do not let that dim your light. Like comparing yourself to people like, oh, that girl's so pretty. Oh, she's doing this and this and this, and she does so great at this. It's gonna ruin everything.
Yeah, it is definitely gonna like hinder how you feel about yourself too. Like, it's gonna hurt the way that you feel about yourself because you're gonna be too busy thinking about other people instead of thinking about like God. Because like I feel like sometimes we focus too much on the outward appearance of us and what other people think, but really we should just be caring about what God thinks.
Yeah.
Because I mean, at the end, if you're saved, we're gonna go to heaven and we're gonna be with God, and that's the only thing that matters is our inward appearance. When God looks at people, he looks at the inward appearance, not the outward. So
he's not saying, oh, you didn't brush your hair this morning.
Yeah, he is not looking at that. He literally created you in his image, perfectly made. Like, he thinks that you are like the best thing ever.
You are perfect.
Inside and out. So sometimes it's a hard thing to believe, but comparison makes it harder to believe at the same time too, and it just kills your joy.
So get rid of it. Love yourself. Don't compare yourself to anyone.
When yourself comparing, I did this with Laura. I'm like, sometimes I'll be like comparing myself to someone, and Laura's like, shut up, Paighton. She's like, you are beautiful. You are like, she's like, God doesn't look at that. So you just have to have someone to like remind you when you're doing it wrong. The next one is something that we both learned now that we have been at our school for 2 years. We go to a really big school. And
1,000+ students.
Yeah, we go to a huge school. We have 3 different buildings, guys. 3. So what we're going to talk about now is how to not get lost when finding your classes.
Okay, so my freshman year, it was really hard for me. I'm not good at like remembering things. So there was like these big hallways. We have like a commons, and so like there will be hallways that like loop into it. And every single time I would like get out of class, go use the bathroom, I wouldn't be with anyone. I would end up on the complete opposite side of the school. It was so bad. I would find random people in the hallway. Hey, can you help me?
Yeah, like, and just wait, guys, for this, because she told me this last night. We were going over the notes list, and we were looking at our notes list last night, going over everything, and I was like, is there anything else you want to add? And I was like, I put that one on there, and Laura told me the funniest story ever, what she used to do to get to class.
Okay, so I would follow random people around. So we had like orientation day, and so we learned like who all was in our class. And there was specifically this one girl who I like knew but I wasn't friends with. And so every single day before class, I would like follow her, and she would stop to do all these things. And I would just follow behind her.
And she would like stand in the back, so the girl didn't know that she was following her.
She would finally go into the class, and then I could get there too.
Yeah, Laura had to follow around people that had the same class just so she could get there. I think that's hilarious. Not me though. I had a map before the night before school. I had a map of the school, and I highlighted all my classes, and I took a photo of it because this is when we used to be able to like have our phones. So I would look at it for the first at least 2 weeks. But I would just ask like these random people, and they would look at me like I was stupid. I was like, where's my class at? And they were like, it's over there. I'm like, oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah, if you just if you go on your school's website, they usually have a map, and you can just if you're not allowed phones, print it out and highlight.
Yeah, it's truly a lifesaver. Also, putting your schedule as your lock screen, that was mine.
Okay, tying into that, hallway routes.
I've had to learn so many hallway routes this year. I have finally learned how to get places without
being trampled.
Yeah, without being trampled.
Slammed into doors.
But mine and Laura's third block every day is English honors, and every time the third block bell rings and we get
out in the hallway, and
doors will come flying open, and me and Laura, I think one day one of us is honestly going to get a concussion from getting hit by a door, because we literally get the doors swinging open, and it's actually like Hunger Games out there. It is so bad.
Guys, be courteous. Slowly open the door and then come on out. Yeah. You don't need to be pushing it open.
Yeah, they fling it open, and you have to shove through all the people. It's so bad.
They need to make a route. Go on the right side, and the other people can go
It's like the road, guys. You gotta go this way, or you gotta go this way. Don't be trying to go this way on this side.
Don't even get me started on people just stopping in the middle of the hallway.
Oh yeah, come on.
Get out of here.
Yeah, sometimes I try to be nice and patient, but I'm like, guys, come on, just use your feet. I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, what is happening? I'm like, we gotta
You will get yelled at. If you stop, you will get
you will get yelled at. I'm sorry, but you have to keep going in the hallway routes. If you can find one that no one really goes in, which is hard, but I found some. It's
near the art room, that kind of hallway.
Yeah, you gotta find a hallway that's kind of secluded and isolated to where.
So make your own little route.
Yeah, make your own little route. And sometimes if you also, I realized this the other day, if you get tired of going the same way every day, switch it up.
The last things we're going to talk about is how prayer changes your perspective on things.
So prayer can change your perspective. Me and Laura were talking about this last night, but prayer was something that I used to do freshman year just when I needed something from God. I'd be like, hey, God, can you help me with this? Or, hey, God, can you help me with this? Da, 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 da.
Or, my stomach's hurting. I'm like, Lord, please make it feel
Yeah,
better.
Literally.
Or, someone comes to me and I, do a little prayer. But prayer is something that you need to be doing way more. And sometimes it's hard to hear this, but praying once every, couple days, you're not doing it.
Yeah, it's not going to cut it. To have a relationship with someone, you can't talk to them once a week. Me and Laura talk every day, and we can say, Laura told me this last night. She's like, I'm going to feel more comfortable on the podcast more. And I was like, why is that?
Because we're so close now.
Yeah.
And Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we hung out every single day.
We hung out Friday night, we hung out Saturday, and then we hung out today. So we literally have just you have to to have a good relationship with someone. You have to hang out with them, not every day, but at least several times a week, and you have to spend time with them. And that's how you get closer to God, by reading the Bible, reading His Word, and knowing who He is and learning about Him. And I know way more things about Laura than I did last year. And for her to tell me that she's gonna feel and has felt more comfortable on the podcast and hanging out with me because we're closer, just makes me so happy.
Well, that ties back into your relationship with Jesus too, because the more you talk to Him, the more you read the Bible, the more comfortable it's going to get for you. It's going to become a routine.
Yeah.
I know for me, when the last time we filmed, I think it was 9 months ago, I really wasn't that close. I was reading my Bible, I was praying, but now it's become a thing. Every single day, I'm highlighting, I'm underlining.
Yeah, it's more of an intentional thing. You have more intent with it, and you're doing it to grow closer to Him. You're not doing it just because it's something you need to check off a to-do list.
It starts to fill you with joy. The more you do it, and it's so hard to get started, I think, is the problem.
Yeah, and
to latch onto it.
Yeah, it's hard because when you're on fire for God and you're ready and you're going and you're going and you're going, but when you lose that, it's hard to get back up. I have felt like this last week. I was super on fire for God, and then this last week, or the last 2 weeks, I feel I have not been reading my Bible a lot. I have not been praying as much as I could, and I'm trying to get myself hyped up to get back into that.
Don't let that stop you from doing it, because I think some people are oh, well, I didn't do it, I'll just wait till tomorrow.
Yeah.
No, if you forgot to pray this morning and you remember at 1 p.m., pray at 1 p.m.
If I'm oh crap, I didn't pray this morning, I'll literally be sitting in class praying. No one knows. I'm
bow your head.
Yeah, I'm literally. Sometimes in the hallway, I'm hey, God, help me with this next class. Help me not to lose my mind in math or whatever. It's just the little things, and it's just praying more. Sophomore year, I feel, or sophomore year, I've been learning to pray daily, and even in the small things. I talked about this last week with our other guest, Addison Jones. We were talking about how you need to pray every day and just be hey, God, I'm here, I have nothing.
The little conversations, like, you know how you turn your friend in class, you're saying the little mom, say it to the Lord.
Yeah, like, if you say to somebody, like, hey, how are you today, like, in the hallway, like, it's not just, like, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have long conversations with God in prayer, like, you should, but also at the same time, like, it's okay if you, like, are just having short ones, like,
just fit it in, get it in.
Just, like, make sure that you're doing something for the Lord that day, and make sure you're including some kind of prayer in that day, because, like, it doesn't have to be some long thing, like, pray even when stuff isn't, like, happening in your life.
I really struggle with that. Like, when things are going good, I'll pray, I'll be good with it, but then the moment things turn bad, I feel like I just kind of...
Yeah, or also it can be the other way around, like, when things get bad, you run towards God because you want him to help you, but also when things get good, you're like, okay, God, I don't need that anymore, and that's not the way that it should be.
So, both ways.
Yeah, so both ways it can work. So just make sure that you are including prayer in your everyday life, because it is so important, and prayer changes your perspective on life. These are all the things that we have learned from freshman to sophomore year. And this is our recap episode with Laura. If you want her to come back on, and comment if you want Laura to come back on. Do not forget to follow our Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Spotify. We are on Apple.
Everything.
Yeah, we're on Apple Podcasts now, Amazon Music, Spotify, and YouTube.
I didn't know you were on Amazon Music.
Yeah. You can literally listen on, like, all the things.
Anything.
Yeah, like,
She's gonna be on Pandora.
You can literally listen on anything. And also, go buy our bracelet merch. Laura has some.
I should have worn it.
What do you think about our merch, Laura?
I love it. I think it's so cute. Like, even, it's not like, it doesn't stand out that much. So you can just wear it with, like,
yeah, and it's just a reminder, like, when I made it, like, when I came up with the name Blessed and Beautiful, I was thinking, and also when I was making the merch with the girl that I collab with for it, I was like, this is a reminder, though. Like, it's a name of our podcast, yes. But it also stands because you are blessed. Like, God blesses you.
You're blessed, you are beautiful.
Yes, you are blessed and you are beautiful in God's image. And it's just, like, a cute little reminder, but also a way that you can represent the Blessed and Beautiful podcast. So I want to thank you all for listening to mine and Laura's conversation today. I had so much fun. What about you?
Yes.
So thank you all, and we will see you next week. Bye.